This build's pretty different than the last build we played. Seems like it goes a little bit wider because of the servos and expertise, and I really wanted to try it out. It's cut a lot of the one drops. I'm not sure if I'll like it as much, but it seems reasonable enough to give a try. I really dislike this Tranquil Expanse in the deck, but it's like the only card in the deck that's really offensive. And it's got a few different cards in the sideboard that seem like it's worth trying too. It's relying less on just slamming a bunch of enchantments. And it's kind of like still on the attack you plan postboard. Shaved a Huatli. Or sorry, didn't shave a Huatli. Shaved an Okecha, rather. They kind of like underperformed the last time we played it. But this is just another one of the 5-0 decks from the dump that I wanted to try. We had no part in building this deck, so not exactly sure what all of his selections are for. But I do think it's good enough to try. Thank you, Moto. Go ahead and draw our hand. And seems fun. So very fun. Hey JJ, what's up? How you doing? So drawing basically one creature in our 5,000 creature deck is probably a never good sign, or never a good sign for us. Alright, so we're versus green-red monster, which I feel like this would be a pretty decent match for us, assuming we'd had a bunch of creatures. Have no idea how it'll be without them. We've only got 3 other 1-drops, but we might hit one, who knows. Cool. Another one of these things that don't really do a whole lot here, but if we can ever get this Okecha active, now that we have double appeal authority, it'll probably be good enough. I think I'm literally just going to play this because I assume he's holding up a removal spell of some kind. And there's a better chance that I can have like a 3-drop and a 4-drop next turn. Sorry, a 3-drop and a 2-drop as opposed to like a 4-drop and a 1-drop. What have you been into today, JJ? How did your magic event go last night, your paper event? Guess he's taking a while to read this one. So we have to have 300 creatures when it attacks. So we have to be careful because they do kind of run a lot of removal spells. Went 2-1 with my red deck, won 2 packs, and luck gave you nothing of value. Rip. That's unfortunate. Wonder if we should have blocked there. This doesn't really do anything here. Casting this thing doesn't seem like it really does much either because I got a feeling he probably just has Glorybringer. Whatever. I guess we'll just pass then. And use this at the end of turn. He taps out for Glorybringer and doesn't kill the cat. We can make a token, play the Jadelight Ranger, which would make the Okecha be able to attack, and make this thing deal 20 damage? That's if he doesn't kill the Sacred Cat. If he kills the Sacred Cat, that plan only works if I draw a land, I think. Which, I mean, we'll be playing the Jadelight Ranger, so there's some chance we draw a land. I don't think he's going to bomb here. Sorry, I don't think he's going to exert here to kill an bomb dude. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to do the math to see if I'm right about the amount of damage I can deal. I think I am, but I won't swear to it. So he can block 2. He's basically at 21. This is going to make this a 10. So when it attacks, it does 18, 19, 20. So that's not enough, is it? So, you know, this does 20, 21, 22. So it is enough, right? Wonder why opponent's waiting so long to let the Jade Ranger resolve and or not resolve. Ancient Tomb. Wow. Card used to be really expensive in paper. Do not know why we're waiting so long on this card. Like, he's absolutely tapped out. So we're going to be giving this thing plus 8, so it's going to do 11. Deal double strike and trample. Means it's going to deal 22. So it should be lethal with these guys attacking too. Should just take one of them. Who knows? This card does do what I think it does, right? Nice. Nice, man. That card's really sweet, too. Alright, well, I guess we'll just wait on our opponent. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be sideboarding this card out. I don't think the match is grindy enough for this card. I don't think it does a whole lot either. Can probably sideboard in the Thopter Arrest, the Binding, the cat. Okay, well, we'll just not slow roll him and do our thing. Whatever, it can go to the graveyard. It doesn't matter. Make sure we put this on the right one. Like how it's like jumping things around. I'm not 100% sure I've put it on the right thing at this point. Cool thing about this is we're technically not even dead. I think he goes to -1. I guess he goes to -3. I'm bad at math. Yep, apparently I'm real bad at math. So this card seems good in this match. These seem fine, but not great because they play Brontodons and stuff. This card seemed real bad. Probably don't want this card. What other card would we not want? Maybe one of these servos? Of course, we are still just trying to combo to win, I guess. They definitely don't attack very well. Anyone cut a servo on the draw. Yep, I think we're just going to do this on the draw. Maybe I could have brought the Harvester in. You know, on second thought, I think I should have brought the Harvester in. I feel like I should bring the Harvester in. It was broken. The dumb part was returning all creatures. That's interesting. Kind of hope it still is because I'm all about being able to file for compensation. It's weird how they mess up some cards. You cannot, but I do like having the free rows. 3 rows are nice. And if we're ever using the back half of that, and it returns a bunch of glory bringers to our opponent's hand, we probably didn't win anyway. It's kind of interesting. Three what? A 3 row. Sorry, I don't speak English very well. As in, like, if our cards work and we win, that's fine. If they don't win, we get our money back. So, like, either or, it's fine. Obviously, we would prefer just to play the game, but like I'm saying, it's like a scapegoat if it goes poorly. Is this hand good enough to keep? Don't think it is. I don't think that card hand's good enough. I think this hand's actually a lot better than that other hand, even though we can't even cast spells this time. We have a scry and a draw step though, and then we have the branch walker when we hit the first land. Now this hand feels significantly better, though neither hand feels very good. We don't hit a second land with this one, we just lose, but this is a 24 land deck. So we get 3 draw steps if you count the scry. Draw step 1, draw step 2. Get the worst land in the deck, but it is a land nonetheless. Wow, my mic's cutting off? Well, that's shitty. I wonder what's wrong with it. Please don't cut off, Mike. We need you. Puts that in the graveyard? Puts 2 of those in the graveyard. He must be really low on lands then. I think I'm going to play this one because it can kill that in combat. Man, that really sucks. I hope my mic's, hope it fixes or whatever. So we can kill this in combat. I think it's probably worth it. It's for 4 damage, but we can't really attack through that anyway. Could always just not pay the damage too, since the guy doesn't really get to attack anymore. JK. We get to do all the attacking now. Do not know if all of that was worth it, but when he put the double Phoenix in the graveyard, it really makes me think he didn't have a land. Don't really care about that. It can't block. Yeah, I need better mics and stuff, I guess. If he blocks, I'll pay another 4. Do not care at all. Play these. They attack for more. Like, there's a chance we could just win next turn depending on what they draw. So if they miss a land here, we don't even have to worry about anything. If we draw an untapped land, we probably win. Not actually did the math yet because I'm lazy. So if we make you, you'd be a 4/4. We could tap that, so we're attacking for 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, that's not lethal. This is technically the worst of these 2 plays, but it could hit the land, and if it does, that's nice. Alright, so let's redo the math. You become a 5, then we tap that, and we attack for 16. Pill combo for the win. Yeah, he was kind of man screwed in that game. So, like, that was super fortunate for us. But, like, a pill can just win games out of nowhere. What are you into today, Mr. Taco? And Mr. JJ? You guys have any sick plans? Not sure about the Hawatleys. Luca. That sounds good enough to continue to play Magic with. Mana's super awkward, but. Oh wow, he actually gets a nice choice here. Duress main deck's generally not something that's particularly great, but feeding a newborn baby, no sick plans. Still cool though. There's a lot of decks in this format that Duress just basically bricks on, so I'm not sure how I feel about them in general. Well, at least in the main decks. YouTube and MTG. It's basically what I just did all day. Played some MTG all day. Oh, what fun. Opponent drew their little dude. Alright, well I guess we'll play this one then. It's only bad versus priest. No priest Reno, please. It's bad versus fatal. Or it's not bad versus fatal push, like, it's just not good versus fatal push. Feel like we're okay versus these decks. Feel like for the most part they have to get settle or they die. Oh, double strike's fun. There's an argument that I should have played the servo that turn actually, because the servo would have flipped Legion's Landing next turn, but I think it's just really high that he has a removal spell either way, so not really into that. Seems like trying to make things happen too hard if I do something like that. And he is down to 2 cards, and he had to scroll bottom, which was good for us. Yeah, just keep attacking. Probably rude. Guess we'll play this one. That way, you know, assuming he doesn't have Fumigate, we definitely get to flip the Legion's Landing at worst case. So that's the worst case here. This card's a problem. But it's not that big of a problem because if we just hit a pill, we win pretty much. Imperial Launcher. Double strike as long as you control a dino. Yeah, seems like it's a lot harder to activate than just playing a kitty cat. Alright. think I'm just going to attack with them all. He can't cast a 40 this turn. He's probably going to have to at least block one. This helps me better inform my decision on whether I want to play a bouncer or just play this. That was ridiculous. Most of these decks don't even play start and finish at this point. That was really nice. I guess I'll take Okecha. Just because it has double strike? There's a good chance that he kills our Adorned Pouncer this game or turn. I'd say the only way he doesn't kill the Adorned Pouncer is if he draws like exactly another Anointed or whatever. If he draws another Anointed, we have a different set of problems. Yep. Knew he would be killing it. We didn't know, we thought he would be killing it. Because no other plays really made sense. Him putting on top, by the way, is very hurtful. Maybe he doesn't put on top this time. He knows what it is, so it seems like... Alright, so he changed his mind, he put it on bottom. So play another huge threat. So now we have a mana sink for if we draw lands. Probably play around Settle, because that's the only card that I really care about. Until he gets, you know, more possessions and more stockpiles going. We're like working on whittling his life down pretty decently here. Done that main phase again. So I guess it's kind of safe to just attack. He has to block this one. Yeah, he said he does. Okay. He agrees. Has to block that one. That goes on bottom. That goes on bottom. See if we can find an appeal. Actually, we'll keep the Branch Walker, I think, because that means if he has Fumigate, we can make this attack this turn. Priest is nice. Don't think it saves him, though. He needs something else. Yeah. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and pop this off then. Alright, so we got through that game. Didn't actually really plan on it. Okay, so we definitely want this, 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 and this versus them. kind of want this. Like, flying seems really good versus them. They don't actually have a way to block a flyer. Don't think this is particularly good. Again. Don't think this is particularly good again. They don't have a lot of removal, but the removal they have is strong enough that I don't think, or that I think that Blossoming Vents is still fun. What else isn't wonderful here? Maybe it's just some of these servos. Like, trading them into the little dudes don't seem great. Let's try this. As bad as I would like to keep this, I don't think I can. I would keep that on 6 because of the scry, the same as I'll keep this because I really overrate scries. But like, this is a type of hand that probably we don't win with. Especially if they have their good draw anyway. Don't know. Don't know why we have had these. Turn 2 hidden stockpile again. That's fun. I think it's just primarily because this card serves basically the same function. I've saw a few builds of larger than life, but I believe that's the main reason. I guess we'll just keep playing. I kind of want to scoop this game. I still think it's correct to keep. I think the hand was good enough that with a scry and 2 draw steps that it's fine to keep. We already had 2 of our sideboard cards in our hand. Well, 3 technically, but I mean, do we actually count that one? Alright, well, I'm not going to concede because I don't know what opponent has that matters. I probably can concede to that one. Alright, we're done here. Never mind, we're not done here. Keep doing the battling. Maybe find out more information on how he sideboarded. JK. So turn 6 and we only hit 1 land and 6 draw steps. Sorry, turn 5 and we hit 1 land and 6 draw steps. Not going to change anything about how I sideboarded. I'm still pretty happy with how we sideboarded. We just have to hit the lands. Still feel like this match is probably okay. I think this card really breaks this match. And we have, you know, 5+ enchantment removal. That's just a... We can't do all that on turn 3. Because Larger Than Life costs 2 mana, and Appeal costs 1 mana, and a Blossoming Defense costs 1 mana. So that's a minimum of turn 4 to even have that amount of mana. Not a lot, Vladimus. What's up? Just sitting here having mana problems, which I think is the biggest problem with this deck. I've heard quite a few people say that it's got very wonky mana. And as you can see, even though we have 3 lands in our hand right now, like it's still wonky mana because we can't technically even cast all of our spells. Even though we don't have anything in our hand that costs more than 3 mana. I'm going to go ahead and play this one. I think the upside of being able to flip the Legion's Landing is too high. It's a pretty good hand, but like, you know, this has got to do something. Hello. Please no fatal push. Fatal pushed. Well, we'll use the more mana efficient one. I guess we can put that in our graveyard, primarily because we'll be able to buy it back later. Just got home, going to a PPTQ. Nice. I hope it goes well for you. A lot of people really like that deck, have a lot of success with it. So hopefully they don't have yet another removal spell. They did not this time, which is wonderful for us. Don't think I'm going to show them the dunes till I have to. I'm going to play these cards that can't be fumigated. So even if they have fumigate, we can do a lot of damage next turn. Really think we're too far ahead to risk sending these in, so I'm just going to attack for 5. If he's got multiple settles, he can probably get us somewhere along this. If he doesn't, we're going to have really nice things going on for us. Short. Let's buy this one back. If he taps a whole bunch of mana next turn, this one can just win. So he's at that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play this because an untapped land lets us deal 12 damage with just the Dantos, assuming that he has like a cast out or something for the Dorn Pouncer. But if he leaves 4 mana up, the Dantos probably are staying at home. Alright, so if we draw an untapped land, I think we're lethal. Well, that's not an untapped land at all. I think it's enough to do this regardless. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one does 10, 11. Guess we probably just do the 9 then. Oh! It's a good call. Could have made a creature of Legion's Landing and gave +3 with this. Wow. That was pretty medium of me. Pretty bad of me. I think I'd rather just put another lethal attacker in play. Wow, that was really bad of me. So, like, even if he has Jahini's expertise or something, which I wouldn't assume he has, we still have a potential kill with the Everspear Harvester. Alright, so the Harvester still just wins. Yep, that was definitely a punt. He's tapped out, so the Harvester does Harvester things. Go ahead and cruise so we don't have to bother with worrying about F6ing. And he's at 3. There's no reason to run up the total. We just win with this. We could have pumped up the volume, but a kill's a kill. Alright, so we got to win 1 out of the next 3 to get our money returned. That was a pretty bad play by me. Thank you for pointing it to my attention. It's something I'll definitely have to think about in the future. Just noticed the Lakers played the Pelicans tonight, but unfortunately Cousins isn't playing, so I'm not sure how interested I am. Playing versus Buddha. Well, that's just unfair. All I am is Searsist. Alright, I have to throw it away. We're getting tons of one-land hands. I wouldn't expect this many one-land hands in a 24-land deck. I guess we have to keep it. We've had... how many now? So this is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th game, and we've had 3. 3 of our 7s have been one-lands. So half of our matches have been one-land draws that we've had to mulligan. It's kind of interesting. I really just want to play Jade Light Ranger next turn, but it's probably better to go ahead and get the damage in play. I feel like Adontos are really good versus these decks. I feel like this match is going to be very hard for us. They have tons of 1/1 blockers and a lot of removal. And counterspells. Counterspells probably what pushes it over. I am a big critic of the unban, like a huge critic of the unban. I do not think it was a good decision by them at all. I believe it was premeditated. I think they've probably known roughly a year out that they were going to. They claim that they didn't, but I don't believe them at all. I think they're not telling the truth. So I can attack with this and kill this potentially. Or I can just play this. I think I'd rather just play this. Play that and get emo that we've drawn all the lands that were ever lands. The positive note is we can get back the Adorned Pouncer if we choose to. Yeah, I didn't think attacking and just killing that. I thought it'd be too easy. I believe that they are, but I don't know that they are. It's my speculation that they are. Can't really attack with either of these. Thank you, Thank you, Thopter blockers. Guess we'll just play this then. Nothing else we have does anything at the moment. I don't want to pay 4 life to kill a Thopter. That doesn't seem profitable for me. Maybe there's some world where, like, we can draw... Nope. To say maybe there's some world where we can draw an appeal and put it on that thing and win. Maybe I should have waited till the blossoming defense was up. That's something I considered. I'm 100% blocking this. Because I put no value in this ranger that doesn't get to do anything anyway. Not more. Please don't let your creature that doesn't play, or deck that doesn't play very many creatures, draw as many creatures as us. The Planeswalker does not give trample. Can't even protect the Planeswalker now. I could have punted this game. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play the Adorned out like that. Second one of those doesn't do anything. Yeah, if we still had the Adorned Pouncer, I guess we would have outs at this point. Because I could always just play that and -3 and then play that. And it'd deal 20. There's some chance that I would have won. It's a good chance that I gave or took any chance away that I had of winning this game out the window. What's this? Oh, he's just going to pump those up. Is that lethal? I've not done the math. Looks like it's lethal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, this is lethal. Had no out anyway, so I'm not concerned about that being lethal or not. Would like Modo to let me sideboard though. Looks like Modo locked up. Cool. There it goes. So this doesn't do anything here. This doesn't do anything here. This doesn't do anything here. This doesn't do anything. None of this stuff does anything. Maybe Baffling Ends are okay. Sticker Cat definitely doesn't do anything. Just have to be faster on the ground. We can't mulligan into a hand like that this game and still have a chance. She definitely has not done anything for us, has she? I don't really have any good cards in my sideboard to bring in over her, though. I don't want these random enchantments. I don't think they do much, and they cost a lot of mana. I don't know, maybe it's okay because I think they play Glorybringers, but... Alright, we'll keep it. This hand's not a confidence-inspiring hand. The mana in this deck is just super awkward. Guess I'll play this one in some kind of attempt to play around Magma Spray and hopefully be able to protect the Adorned. JK. Well, we had 2 mana this game. Of course, did nothing. Ooh, we do get to flip a Blossoming Defense, though, assuming he doesn't have a counterspell. He has a counterspell. Could have done 4 more damage to him, but I don't think that really does anything. Well, that doesn't do anything. Green mana would be nice. 1-time green mana? Alright, well, I'm going to do what damage we can do. Hopefully he uses a counterspell of some kind on it. Or sorry, like a magma spray or something. So here's the question. Do we play around Unsummon? I don't think so. I don't think we win games that we play around things in this spot. I think we just have to go for lethal. Like, I think the match is bad enough for us that we have to take the small gamble there. One on turn 5 through a counterspell. Okay, well, let's think about this a little bit more. Hey, Bleezer and Murph. Really? I can't think of anything I want to use Saheeli on. 3 mana, though, is pretty impressive. I wonder if Binding's good enough. Like, I don't really like this card at all, so maybe Binding's good enough? I don't really think Binding's very good, though. Try this little thing, then. If nothing else to, like, it blocks okay. It doesn't seem very good here either, does it? Maybe it should just be Brontodon. Brontodon attacks well, and he does have some relevant enchantments. This hand is not good, but I don't think we can mulligan it. Not good, but I don't think we can mulligan it. Kapow. Love it. I'm not sure if this card should even be in the deck. Like, at all. No, I'm not talking about this match. I mean, like, I don't know if it should be in the 75. Rip. Really need these to be 2/3 too, so like Pias and crap don't just crush us so badly. I think I'm going to play this one. There's a reasonable chance whatever I play gets counterspelled anyway. Because he's had it every game, so why wouldn't he have it this game? Yeah, I just don't know how much of them they are in the meta at the moment. Rip. Poor guy. Saudi boy. I think you're good enough to be on top because if nothing else, it gives you 2 counters. And opponent's down to 1 card. He actually tapped B right back. Wow. So this seems pretty reasonable then. This card's like really, really good here, but it costs 4 mana. Does let him get like kind of a 3 block or whatever. He's racing me. What in the hell's in his hand that he's racing me with? Oh, well, we found out. I was like, what in the hell's in his hand that makes this race make sense? Gotcha. It's that. I'm just going to attack with these. Maybe save him. If I attack with 2, you can just double block, but we do get to kill one of his dudes if he double blocks. Alright, I'm fine with that. It being a 4 as opposed to a 3 doesn't seem super relevant. Gets to eat our 2 servos for absolutely 3 if we do this, but I think flipping the Legion's Landing is worth more than that. Of course, I assume he's more likely to double block. Nope, I'm wrong. He's just more likely to take 4 damage? I don't know if that's something that I would have guessed, but... Well, the opponent just definitely wants to race. Wasn't happy about it. Love it. I played this deck a long time ago after the Grand Prix success. I kind of liked it, to be honest. Definitely didn't dislike it. I don't know what I'm supposed to play around now. He didn't equip this. So does that mean he just has negate? Does opponent just have negate? So 4, 8, 9. Can only do 9. Oh, we could just have negate. It doesn't have negate. This attack's insanely good, though. I think it's worth enough to find out. He could have Harness Lightning, too, couldn't he? Just attack of everything anyway to do some points of damage? I think just attack with everything anyway. It's like, if he's got a Harness Lightning, this is bad. Or not ideal. He still takes a pretty good chunk of cheese, or pretty good chunk of change here. So he does have the Harness Lightning. Might be enough for him to win then. See what happens on this next turn. Especially if he plays a land or something, we're probably okay. Should probably turn him in anyway. Hey, Grizzle. What's up? No second chances. I wonder what the card in his hand is. Another Legion's Landing. So we can't play the Legion's Landing and everything else. So I think I'm just going to start by doing this and see what happens. start with that and see what happens. More than enough to kill him if he doesn't have anything. Like, Unsummon's the only card that crushes us, and it crushes us no matter what. Alright, nice. Nice. Alright. Pity chest activated. Pity chest activated. We are currently 3-0. Currently 3-0. I have no idea why it says I'm not in a tournament when I clearly am. I'm on the main account too. I don't know where it shows my name. Alright, up here it shows my name. You guys cannot see where I'm pointing, but yeah. I'm definitely in an event. So far it seems cute. Like, I'm not positive about this Radiant Champion, and the Sunscourge Champion in the main deck feels awkward. But I've always liked the Shell. The man, I don't know about this Tranquil Expanse either. Just, the mana's super awkward. It has very much felt like that, JJ. I agree. Alright, we'll keep it. It's pretty medium, pretty slow, but I just don't think you can mulligan it. Well, this seems like the deck that you don't want to slow draw versus. I have a lot of sideboard cards if he's mono red. He didn't play a 1-drop though, so he could just be like Grixis or some like red-green deck that he led with the mountain because he has a magma spray in his hand. Who knows? We can play double spell next turn, so I'm actually going to leave that on top. Oh, maybe our opponent's playing like the Treasure Red deck or whatever. No idea what our opponent's playing. Got a feeling that I'm just gonna like cast these things and he's gonna untap and get us with like a Sweltering Suns main deck or something. Also, not gonna worry about that. If that's what he's playing, that's what he's playing. Certainly gonna put that in the graveyard. Because that flashing out of the graveyard beats Sweltering Suns. Phoenix. Alright, so it just looks like he could just be on a very medium draw here. Attack with the world. He can block one of these, but even if he does, he still takes 6 down to 9, and then we get to play the Dorn Pouncer plus Elysian's Landing, which seems fine. Actually, I may not even play both of those. Yeah, I'm not going to play those. I'm just going to slam this thing. That's going on top of our library. I'm going to play this for an extra creature. Now we can cycle the Groves if we want. We can sack the Sheffet Dunes. We can tap down blockers. Like, we just have all the options. So he is Desert Red. So he's going to kill something here. And whatever he kills isn't going to matter because of our hand. It's just whatever. Go ahead and give that guy some love. Tap down this guy. Oh, I missed a point of damage, but he's more than lethal. I'm not running up the score. Like, I could have played the Merfolk Branchwalker. Like, this might not have been the most efficient way to kill him or whatever, but like, we know it's guaranteed kill, so I'm just clicking the buttons quickly. I don't want to slow roll or anything. Like, he's absolutely tapped out. There's nothing to think about there. You just take the win real quick, and I could do it with one spell without doing anything cute. So he had a very medium draw. I believe Cast Out, I believe Ixalan's Binding, probably Baffling Ends, and probably Thopter Arrest are all real good here. I also think the Everspear Harvester is probably good. The Brontodon may be good, and we're probably going to bring in these two. Like, I think we're kind of the control deck post board. We have so few ways to interact with his flyers that maybe we're not. Probably don't think we need that card. Feel like any game state that this is attacking is like a game we've won anyway. Alright, so we can't have all of these cards. What would we do? Servo's great versus normal red, but is it good versus this red? I'm not sure. Don't actually know what I was in Desert Red. They don't have that many stuff. They don't have that many stuffs. There's not many stuff that attacks on the ground. Maybe the Brontodon's not good enough. I was thinking it'd be a sweet blocker, but could just not be. Same thing with the Baffling Ends. Like, maybe they're not good enough here then. In the past, I've always sideboarded out cards like Adonto in this match because I feel like they can block it so easily, but like that might not be worth sideboarding out. Soulscar Mage kind of makes Adonto kind of poor as well. We don't really have a lot of ways to interact with Soulscar Mage. I'm not sure about Dusk. The only big creatures that they have would be Rekindling Phoenix, which can come back anyway. Like Dusk isn't good versus Rekindling Phoenix. So like basically it kills Glorybringer, Sand Strangler, Flashback Earthshaker Kenras, and that's practically it. I think I'm going to cut Dodontos on the draw. I might bring those back in on the play, but I think I'm going to cut them on the draw. I'm going to cut these on the draw too. Might bring that stuff back in on the play. Yeah, I might bring that stuff back in on the play, but I think I'm going to cut them on the draw. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. It doesn't have a removal spell. In theory, we can flip this on turn 3, which is nice. I mean, there's pretty good odds that he'll have a removal spell, though. I think they play some number of Abrade Shock. I think they play like 10 removal spells in their main, typically, and like 3 or 4 more in their side. I mean, obviously don't know his exact 75. I'm talking about what I typically see from Desert Red lists that I've looked at online. Well, we'll keep. I think our hand's actually pretty good. Some of them go all the way up to 12 in the main. And he scryed to the bottom. Actually, gonna just start with this thing. This was a misplay, actually. I should have played the cat. Should have definitely played the cat. Because if he turn 1 kill... Well, no, playing the cat's probably wrong because of Magma Spray. No, I think I'm right. I think not playing the cat was right. A lot of these decks have Sweltering Sun, but we've got like a lot of stuff to refill the board with if he does have a Sweltering Sun. Good chance he has a removal spell here. Probably should have used it while I was tapped out if he does, to play around Blossoming Defense. He probably should have played around Blossoming Defense. Alright, well I'm going to play Double Spell to give us a higher chance of having that flip next turn. Both of the things that I'm playing this turn also can be eternalized, or eternalized / a bomb, so like, even if he does have a Swelter, it's not the end of the world on this play. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and let him kill one thing. We get to flip Delusion Landing, so I think it's worth it. If he kills this, we can actually replay it here if we want. I don't think we're going to replay it, though. I think we're just going to efficiently play our spells. So if we're efficiently playing our spells, we're playing this. And we'll put that in the graveyard. Like trying to play the things that are better versus Glorybringer. And it also gave us at least one Explorer to try to give us a better chance of finding one of the Thopter's cast outs and or bindings, like 3 cards we put in our graveyard. Yep. So if we just slammed the Pouncer, he'd get us here. Question is, do I attack now? I think I attack with them all again. If he blocks this guy, we can buy it back if we want. That's interesting. I don't think he makes a block on this one unless he has exactly another Glorybringer, so... I'm going to play this, and it could be wrong. We do have enough 1-drops in our deck to make it worth cycling this now, I think. Get like another Legion's Landing. feel like he has another Glorybringer though, because I really just don't think he blocks this guy unless he has another Glorybringer. I think he has another Glorybringer. Is why I didn't use the binding, or why I didn't buy back this or this. Yeah, I know he's got the ground. It's just like why would he put that in our graveyard at all if he doesn't have anything, right? I just don't know why he put that in his graveyard if he had something. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he didn't have anything, and I just made a very bad play. This game is going to be a tough one at this point. Bash with everything. He can like eat this and eat this, and he takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Or adding nothing else to the board. That doesn't feel good enough. Yeah, I guess I'll just pass. Looking to use the cast out here. Could have had the Glorybringer too and just thought that was a better option based on how we made our play. Guess we'll find out whether he plays the Glorybringer this turn or not. And he did not, so... Might have another Phoenix, I guess. I apologize if you guys could hear something in the background. Apparently I had a web page up. Alright, so he's attacking with this one now? It's actually worrisome. It's actually kind of worrisome. It was not porn, it was MTGO Goldfish. Wish it was porn. Could have tapped my mana, or I couldn't tap my mana any better here because I want to cast this Ranger post-combat. Opponent basically has to have a sweeper, right? Things like that don't seem like they matter. It feels like he has to have a sweeper if he's attacking. A sweeper and or just dying, one of the two. That doesn't even feel that great. Now he's hellbent. We have a Chef at Dunes next turn. I'd rather play this than the cat. Definitely graveyard. Definitely not graveyard. Definitely graveyard. Definitely not graveyard. So, that Appeal's a pretty good card. I don't know what you guys think. If he top decks a removal spell, it kind of sucks for us. But if not, he should be probably dead. Probably somewhere over a rainbow. Deader than F. His removal spell has to deal 3 damage if we do it on the Ranger. Please, brothers and sisters. What is this little dude? Seems good. That was a land. So he's going to buy this guy back? That guy doesn't attack? That has to just be lethal. I've not did the math, but basically has to be lethal. Alright. So how much mana do we have? So we can make a dude first? Yeah, we can make a dude first. Put her on you. Tap you. And you can block 2 of the 12 damage we're sending at you when you're at 10. So, has to be lethal. Alright, well, we're 4-0. We got a chance for a trophy of this deck. Shockingly good. He didn't really do anything those games. He's just like, I'm going to keep this hand that doesn't do anything until turn 4. Let's do the partying. Let's throw our hands in the air and wave them like we just do not care. Feels like he should have cared. Feels like him caring would have mattered a lot. Touchdown! What's this little dude? Bless. Bless the RNG. Huh? Surprise! This card is still good. Hoochie. Dan hype. Surprise! This card is still good. Nice, man. Congratulations on your 5th trophy. You have more trophies than I do. By a lot. You have a lot more trophies than I do. Decent matchmaking. Neither of us has lost yet. One of us is going to be happy, one of us is going to be sad, and one of us is going to dance like there's no tomorrow. Alright, we'll keep. Opponent kept. Really would like to draw basic planes turn 1. Feels like a good match for us. You can do it, deck. Basic planes. That's not a basic planes at all. Rude boy. Wait, he kept a no mountain hand? How many Beaumonts does he have? That was a fast 7-card no mountain keep. Wow, that was a fast 7-card no mountain. The Jabberwocky is my favoritist of people. He's really cool. Really good folk. It just blows my mind that he did it that quickly. Not that he did it, because, like, often those plays are correct, but that he did it that quickly is like, wow. He didn't even have to think about it. He was just like, I'm in. Let's go. Party. Please, one-time planes? I'll take any land, but planes would be sweet. Close enough. He's not blocking, is he? I don't think he's blocking there, so I feel like that's almost always safe. No! No, the Fanatical Firebrand was so good! Oh my god, we just got so crushed! We lost a game with this card that I don't think's playable. Like, I'm on record saying that I don't think this card's playable a lot. I think we just lost a game due to it. I guess I could have not attacked. Oh my god, we just lost to this little dude. Oh, sweet Matt, trying to get our trophy. I don't like that attack. No, no, we're absolutely slayed now. We can't even try to flip this thing. It's just too bad for us to try to flip here. I have to clear the board best we can. Guess we could attack with the Pouncer and potentially kill like both of his things. But like, that's not real good. It's mostly not real good because he's not likely to block. Oh, I can't believe how game-changing that Fanatical Firebrand was. Yeah, that one point of damage attack by me, which I thought was so clever when I did it, was so miserably bad for us. I thought I was so clever. I was like, ha ha! I have fooled this man. No, no, I did not. I did nothing of the such. I just thoroughly got wrecked. He has to have several burn spells in his hand, I think, if he's playing that Soul Scar Mage there instead of buying back Kenra. And like, so what can we do here? We don't even have a good block, do we? Yeah, it seemed like it was a really bad play by me. Okay, I just want to put 3 damage on this. Alright, I guess I'm taking 1. What's he targeting? He's targeting the Pouncer. Guess I try to save the Pouncer? He's got another removal spell. I'm just screwed. Alright, goodbye, Pouncer. We'll miss you. Pass me back priority. Yeah, whatever. I think I have to try this. I want the life. That may have been a really bad play. What? No? I clicked this thing. That could have been a really bad play. Alright. I guess we'll put that on top of our library. Can I attack here? I guess I can't even attack here, can I? We're just basically chump blocking our way to death. Let's actually start buying these back, so maybe keeping the Sharam was just wrong. Thought the Sharam might be okay because there's a good chance that we can use it to flip the Legion's Landing somehow. Oh, choking ourselves when he plays the Chandra. Really need him to miss when he takes up this Chandra. Now, the match isn't absolutely lost, but if he's got another spell this turn, we're in deep doo-doo. I mean, we have things we can do. Oh, he's ticking it up for mana. That's real bad for us. And he's got a Hazard. How do you have a Hazard and a Chandra on the same turn in that board state? Like, how was one of those not played last turn? That's bewildering. So we can block you. No cards in hand. These two actually kill that. We technically block you and you, Vin. But then we don't flip this. Flipping this feels kind of important. We have no answer to Hazard in our main deck either, so. I don't think we can take 4. Maybe we can block like this. Send these two at Chandra, that at him. So this puts us at 6. Sending that at him puts us at 7. Then we get to play the Saram and get 3 blockers. If he buys this back, one of the blockers can't block. But we would be able to eat one of these guys for free. Actually, he probably makes this not block. So just that kind of get chump chump. That's not a winning line, though, because that uses all of our mana while he gets to continue playing threats and things. And the vampire would only gain 1 life a turn, while just his draw steps 2 life a turn. Basically, I'm trying to decide whether I want to block one of these now or not. Stay at 8 like this, get to kill Deshandra, still play 3 blockers, only have to block 2 things. Then we have double Adanto on the following turn, plus the dude. We do. I don't know when we're going to get that in play with a lot of creatures, though. Could do this. We don't get to flip the Legion's Landing if we do this. How important is flipping the Legion's Landing this game? I feel like flipping the Legion's Landing is pretty important. Alright. Nope. Can't kill it if we unless we like played the Huatli, which we don't want to do. So we have to play this here. So if he buys this back, we're going to take 2 damage and like block. He's got... There's a lot of things that could be worse than that for us. I went ahead and F6 because I'm not paying any life to save this Odonto at all, ever. So yeah, this is a pretty easy... Oh wow, he's attacking with these two? Not sure I like attacking with those. It only nets 1 point of damage. Because this guy gets to attack back. I guess if he had a shock, it was probably worth it, but he apparently didn't have a shock. I'll buy one of these back. Looking for something that can block the Kinra. So he's got me down to a theoretical 2 now. That was insanely good. Wow. Well, that was an insanely good draw. Kind of don't want to kill that, but I feel like I have to. So being a... Wally Manus on the lifelinker doesn't get me anywhere. Definitely don't think I have a kill next turn. I mean, maybe I do if he has nothing, but... What's the odds that he has nothing, right? He'd have to have stone nothing. So if I make this block, I go to a pretty low life total. This thing attacks for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Lightning Strike kills us if we do this. Shock kills us if we do this. We beat nothing very easy. We don't have to worry about beating nothing. Like, what can we beat if he has something? Like, if he has nothing, we win. We don't. That's easy math. I'm trying to figure out what we can beat if he has certain cards. Cause like, I'm not convinced that we're just dead if he has certain cards. I'm not convinced at all that we're just dead if he has certain cards. Not until I do more math anyway. Alright, I'm fine with this. We're dead to any burn spell, but it's pretty obvious that we're... No, we're just going for it. If he beats us, he beats us. This is our attempt to win the game. Like I said, any burn spell kills us. Alright, well this is an attack for 14, but this attack doesn't beat a removal spell. Could just play the Hawatli and then we only die to Lightning Strike, but if he had Lightning Strike, he would have killed us last turn, so I'm not going to play around Lightning Strike. If he had Lightning Strike, we were already dead. So I'm going to play around shock, which is what this does. Yeah. So the lightning strike killed us no matter what. It would have killed us on his last attack step, and by playing Hawatli, we play around shock, so like I'm completely ignoring lightning strike in the equation. This thing's just going to deal 20 damage. Yeah, that was a pretty sick game. I like how I'm playing like this weird deck, and I like fought so much that I'm like 6 or 7 minutes behind our opponent, and like I knew that we could win if he had nothing. I was trying to think of like if he had something, what we could do to get additional turns. Like what was a way? I was trying to decide if there was a way where we could present lethal if he had something. Sorry, not present lethal, but like we had quote unquote had lethal if he had nothing, while being able to get additional turns if he even had a chump blocker. Because like if he'd even had a chump blocker, this doesn't do anything here. It doesn't have trample. So like obviously we couldn't beat a burn spell whatsoever. But we could beat. But so I was trying to figure out how to just beat chump blocker. Hawatli. Target creature gets +X to end a turn where X is equal to the number of creatures you control. So in this case, it gave this guy +3/+3. Our Oasis gave it +3/+3. So we gave it +6. Anyway, I got a sideboard. I like rambled on through half of my talk, or half of our the sideboarding times. I think all of this is reasonable to sideboard here, though I'm not sure any of it's good. Yeah, it definitely changes a lot of weird interactions. So I don't think Oketches is very good, because I think any game that Oketches is active is just a game we're going to win anyway. Also, I want to take a Danto out on the draw. I might bring it back in on the play, but I definitely think I want to take it out on the draw. Even though Hawatli was amazing that game, I kind of feel like I want to take Hawatli out as well, but maybe Hawatli's just better than Appeal and Authority, but I doubt it. Like, it costs so much mana, and we're already bringing in additional 4-drops that I'm pretty sure I want to take this out on the draw. That guy's probably not good enough either, to be honest. I struggled with this last game, too. I don't know the last 2 cards that I'm supposed to take out. Something tells me it should be like one of the 3 or 4 drops. Maybe it's just Jadelight Ranger, but like Jadelight Ranger's so good when we bring in like these other things. I really don't know what it is. I'm going to take out the Blossoming Defenses, I think. On the draw. Well, I am fairly Southern. I am from Eastern Kentucky. Alright, we'll keep this hand. This hand's pretty good. Yeah, he's got best 1-drop again. Now, that was great. Because he played that, I'm actually just going to play the Dorn Pouncer now. It's the one that typically it requires a removal spell, or we can just block the 2/1 at least. Rip. Pretty good. Opponent's got a very good draw. Our draw's pretty good too, but opponent's definitely ahead. I'm going to leave everything back on blocks, and hopefully we can get to this appeal. Untapped land would be great, because we could like Branch Walker. But even if we don't get the untapped land, we have at least the Sunscourge champion, which isn't the end of the world. He probably has to use some kind of removal spell this turn. His matches can be very harrowing. I'm not a fan of that attack. I mean, he got 1 point of damage in. Maybe that's good enough. for Kindling Phoenix is great. And we missed our land drop. So what do we do when we miss our land drop? I think we're going to be greedy. Actually, just going to keep that too. We have a chance to get our land drop next turn with the other Branch Walker, plus we have the Legion's Landing now. Missing the land drop's probably enough to beat us though, especially if he has like a Glorybringer. This doesn't seem like a good attack now because we can double block. Like, this attack seems actively bad to me. I have no idea what he's got in his hand. Maybe he's got Improvised Rampage. Crawl into the corner and cry tenderly. You ain't wrong. Alright, I guess it was just a 3-row attack for him then. That's fine as well. Alright, you can do it for us, baby. One time. Be there. Be there. Be there, honey. Land. That's not a land. I guess we'll keep that on top. I don't know if keeping that last one was worth it. He's got like so many cards that kill us. He's got to have one of them though. Because we don't take prisoners here at Ray's Island. I think if you take 2 of these cards out of our hand at random, like you just pick any 2 of these you want, and give us 2 lands, that we're in really good shape this game. We probably don't keep this card if we had lands. I primarily kept it just because we could double spell on this turn. Really? Alright. Come get some, boy. We're still so dead. We're just so dead. That card's actually really good for him too. That makes our Harvester considerably worse. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have a removal spell. You never know. I don't think that's worth it. Like, if he's got a removal spell, we're just dead to that. If he's got a removal spell, we're dead to basically everything. If he doesn't have a removal spell, I think we can win if we take an extra turn. Well, that doesn't do anything, I don't think. He still just has to have the removal spell. Not sure an alpha attack here does much either. If he's doing all this, he has to have the removal spell, right? Yeah, we're definitely dead to a braid. It's one of the things I was saying is like we're dead to removal spell. Look at our opponent's hand though, like it was beyond ridiculous. While we played the game of no lovely lands. Alright, we'll see if he hit the braid or not. If he does, the game's over. Lightning Strike probably kills us too, because then we don't gain 3 life. I've not done that math yet, though. We'll do that math in a moment. He's thinking about something. If he didn't just snap a braid, I guess he's thinking about using one of these and seeing if he gets there. It's like trying to decide how much a point of damage from these is worth. Or maybe he's got Lightning Strike in his hand, because if I don't double block that, he could just Lightning Strike me. Okay, so I want to put this on something that lets us gain life. We might double block this though. We've not decided that we're not double blocking that. Let's just line up some things and see what we've got looking at. So Lightning Strike kills us if we do this. Can we beat Lightning Strike any other way? Taking two of our blockers and putting them in front of Karizev doesn't do anything. Think this is the block I'm going to make? This block seems fine, I guess. Don't know how we win if we make this block. Yeah, me either. We don't have a lethal crack back, I don't think. Okay, he had Lightning Strike, so it didn't matter. Don't know why he took all that time, but whatever. It's his time to waste. He is allowed to do whatever he wants. It felt like a slow row. It felt like a pretty large slow row. I don't think we were winning either way, so not that worried about it. Alright, so it probably wasn't. Kinda want these blossoming defenses back. We have so many 3-drops. Guess these aren't really 3-drops. Kinda really want these blossoming defenses. Maybe the baffling ends aren't good enough. Is there a world where baffling end isn't good enough? I just don't think that card's good enough. It seems crazy for me that I'm taking Baffling End out. That can't be right, can it? Alright, this hand seems very good. What do you guys think about the Baffling Ends being removed? Was that just a huge player? If he plays a Beaumont, we have the Servo Expedition. If he plays a Soulscar Mage, we're sad. I think I'm going to play the Servo regardless because at least it stops Kenra. Yeah, I thought about it, but I still don't actually think it's real right, but I could be wrong. So this stops Earthshaker at least, so he just uses a removal spell on half of our card to deal 2 damage to us. We don't care too much about that. Maybe we can play double spell on turn 4. Or maybe even double spell this turn if we draw like a Legion's Landing. Possibly. Because like drawing an appeal early seems kind of bad. Maybe we just need 3 appeals. Well, we're just going to play the mana efficient one then. Please don't get double land. We can play it next turn, so I think I'm going to keep it. Solely because we can play it. Like playing double spell seems fine here. And if he kills it, maybe there's a chance that we can buy it back. So I guess he's just going to attack with this and this. Oh, wow, he's attacking with this as well? Alright, well, we're going to snap dump that. This is a play mistake. I should have played the Merfolk Branchwalker before we played the land. Definitely going to put that one in the graveyard. He doesn't have enough mana to like stop it from coming back either way. On this particular turn anyway. So like he only gets to attack with this? That doesn't seem very good. This is a terrible attack because we've got a double striker. Unless he's going to make this not block, and in which case we can just trade this for this. We're pretty fine with that as well. Kind of want to kill this. Like, that doesn't seem terrible to me. I don't think that seems terrible to me. Maybe I'm just attacking for more damage than he can deal if I don't do this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to race him. His dude can't attack next turn. So I'm either doing 5 damage to this turn or he's not blocking. And even if he blocks this, we can buy it back? Feel like I'm trading damage here pretty good. I don't think I want to show him this Sheffet Dunes. I think I kind of want the Sheffet Dunes to be a surprise. Yeah, I think I kind of want the Sheffet Dunes to be a surprise. Presumably he's going to basically tap out again this turn. And if he does so, we're going to get the big attack in with the Dorn Pouncer while we can. Hey, 10, by the way, what's up? Still begging for 10 to send me a sideboard, guys, so we can get on the black-red mid-range deck. Or black-red control, whatever one wants to call it. If he just leaves up a removal spell, does it ever write to Dunes next turn and just go? Definitely not blocking. Leave our Dorn Pouncer alone, Brohim. He's exerting that one too, so now he's tapped out, so we're doing... We could be lethal. I'm too lazy to do the math. 5, 6, 12. Yeah, we're more than lethal. Like I said, I'm too lazy to do the... Oh, wow. Well, that works too. Cat scratch fever, baby. We were lethal anyway, though. We didn't need the second one. Well, when you got it, you got it. GG's. Really? After last game, he's going to top something of that nature? After last game, he's going to top something of that nature. It's that's a good point, Mookton. That's actually a good point. See, did he really top something like that after his last game? Basically, his perfect draw, with the exception of potentially Glorybringer. Ah, well, deck was a cute 5-0. He's like, well, when you got it, you got it. Basically, he was saying I just drew exceptionally well, but we didn't even need both of those cards. We only needed one to win. Like this does 12 with just one, so like this and this is 15. Like we had 16 damage with just one of them. He did get mana screwed, but like, I don't know. It's whatever. Alright, so let's look at this deck real quick. And what did we think about the decks? The Hawatli's finally won us a game, but I still don't think Hawatli's good enough for the main deck. I think I would rather move Hawatli to the sideboard. Thank you, Vlad. I still hate this card. It didn't hurt us this game, but I can imagine this card costing us games somewhere. The servos and Cerams were actually really, really, really good. Like, I was impressed by the servos and the Cerams. They did a lot of good things. I don't know if they did more things than just having like a 4th Legion's Landing and some cats, but like they felt pretty good. We didn't sideboard out appeal any of this tournament. Like we got all matches that we want to appeal, so like we kind of got dream matchups, which was really nice. But it's pretty nice to 5-0. The deck felt pretty good. I would definitely play it again. I assume we're gonna have less good results if we play versus decks like Grixis and like Blue-White Approach, but it seems really good in these like mid-rangey creature mirrors, or like versus the other creature decks. It feels really strong. It felt really good versus the Hidden Stockpile deck. Like this card's just done a ton of work. But yeah, we had a lot of fun, and we're right in at about 2 hours, so I believe I'm going to hop off here. Thank you guys for following. Remember, thank you guys for watching. Remember, if you're new, to follow and to look at the links below the stream, where you can find a link to my Twitter, where you can see every time we go live, and a link to my YouTube, where you can see almost all of our past broadcasts. We do stream every single day, and we stream almost all of our streams standard. So I think we're going to host Thundermo tonight. He got 2 trophies last night before I went to bed, so like he's playing the green-red Monsters deck, and I actually think the green-red Monsters deck's pretty well positioned right now. Does seem like he's playing versus a Search for Azcanta deck, though, and I think Search for Azcanta decks are kind of favored versus them, but whatever. Anyway, appreciate you guys for stopping by, watching the games, and I hope my volume wasn't too terrible. But thank you all so much for stopping by, and take care. We're outie. See you, JJ and the rest of the fam. Mr. 10, who still just will not give me a sideboard guide because he's rude. But anyway, take care, everybody.